Hello dear students, this is 2024 June paper, a non-calculator paper. So we are on question number 6, and if you just look at question number 1 to 5 in my previous video, so if you have any questions, please let me know. So now we're going to look at question number 6. Question number 6 is very simple. It says right here is a straight line L draws on a grid. Find the equation of the line L. So we know that the equation of the straight line is y is equals to mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. What is y-intercept means? Where the line is crossing the y-axis. So at this line we can see that the line L is crossing at point 3 on the y-axis. So we know that our c value is 3. And now we need to figure out the m value, which is gradient. So if you find out that this is a full point and this is a full point, if we draw a triangle like this, so the formula for gradient is change in y over change in x. So we can clearly see that we have 3 points here and 2 points here, and this is a positive gradient, so the gradient would be 3 over 2. So our equation of the straight line L becomes y is equals to 3 over 2 is our gradient, y is equals to mx, and the y-intercept is plus 3. Okay, so y is equals to 3 over 2x, y is equals to mx plus c. So the gradient is 3 over 2 and the y-intercept is 3. Now we're going to look at the next part. This is 3 mark question. So the 1 mark question says m is a different straight line with equation y is equals to 5x. Write down the equation of a straight line parallel to m. If a line is parallel to m, so it means the gradients are same. If the lines are parallel, what do we know about the parallel lines? So their gradients are same. Gradients are same. So what's the gradient of this line? M is a different straight line with equation this. Write down the equation of a straight line parallel to m. So we can just write it down. Y is equals to, so this is m, a gradient is 5, so that will be 5x, and c value could be any value of c, and we can say that c is not equals to 0. C is not equals to 0, so it means we can choose any values. Because this is only 1 mark question, so this looks quite simple as well. Okay, now we're going to look at question number 7. Question number 7 says, so Kasim has some small jars, some medium jars, and some large jars. He has a total of 400 jars. So he has small, medium, and large jars, and the total is 400 jars. So 3/8 of the 400 jars are empty. Let's find out how many they are empty. 3 over 8 of means times of 400. So 8 goes into 40 5 times, and 50 times 3 is 150. So there are 150 jars empty. For the empty jars, so the number of small jars ratio, number of medium jars is 3:4, and the number of medium jars to large jars is 1:2. How you can make them same? So we have m here 4 and here we go 1. So let's change them into a equal number. So if I multiply this part with 4, so I need to multiply this one by 4 as well. So what's the ratio becomes? 3:4:8. So small, they are in a ratio of 3, medium in 4 parts, and L large jars are in 8 parts. So how many they are empty jars are? 150 total jars. So let's add them up. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 8 is 15 total parts, and the total jars are 150 divided by 15. So we will get 10 over here. So it means each part is 10. So let's multiply by 10 over here. So we left over here 30. We get medium jars are 40 and the large jars are 80. Okay. Okay, let's see the next part. Work out the percentage of Kasim's jar that are empty small jars. How many small jars are empty? So we just worked it out. We have how many small jars empty? One is 30 is a small jars or empty one, and we need to figure it out how many total jars are there. So we know that the total jars is given 400 jars. So we need to figure out the percentage. So work out percentage of empty small jars. So we're going to write down 30 divided by total jars is 400 times by 100. So these two zeros cancel out with these two zeros, and we got here 30 divided by 4. And what is 30 divided by 4? We're going to figure it out now. 30 divided by 4, 7 times 4 is 28. Remainder 2, so we're going to put a decimal there, add a 0 here. 4 times 5 is 20. So we're going to write down here 7.5% is the empty small jars. How many we have? 7.5% empty small jar. Okay, let's move on to the next one now. So we have question number 8. It says Len has 8 parcels, so the mean weight of the 8 parcels is 2.8 kg. So there are 8 parcels and 3 parcels weight is 2 kg. Okay, we should know that what's the mean formula. Let me remind you again quickly. Mean is equals to total divided by number of values. That's the formula for mean. Now we're going to look at the first line. The first line says the mean weight of the 8 parcels is 2.5 kg. So the mean is 2.5 and we don't know the total, but we know how many values are there, 8 values. So what we're going to do over here, we're going to multiply 2.5 times by 8. That gives us our total weight. So 2.5 times by 4 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. So the total weight is 20 kg. That's the total weight of 8 parcels, right? Now the next part says the mean weight of 3 of the parcels is 2 kg. We're going to use the same formula. So the mean is 2 and the total we don't know, but we know that there are 3 parcels, the mean weight of 3 of the parcels. So here, so 2 times 3 is equals to 6 kg. So work out the mean weight of the other 5 parcels. So 8 parcels weight is 20 kg. So we're going to do 20 minus 6 is equals to 14 kg. So this is the weight of 5 parcels now, because this is 3 parcels here and this is the total. So we're going to do 14 is the total divided by 5. So we're going to do quick division here. 5 goes into 10 is 2, remainder is 4. So we will get over here 2.8 kg. So we're going to write down in the final answer 2.8 kg, which is our mean weight of the 5 parcels. Okay, let's move on to the next one now. So this question says, so in a sale, the normal price of a coat is reduced by R%. So the price is reduced, and given that the sale price is equals to 0.7 times by the normal price. We know that When the price is reduced, we always do that 100%. Because it's reduced, we're going to do minus 30%. So we will get over here 70%, and which is equals to 0.7. It means what's the price is reduced? So the price reduced is 30%. So our value is 30%. This is simple 1 mark question. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is really simple questions, always come up in the exam. So the question says solve the simultaneous equations. So we have two different equations. Let's say this is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. We need to solve one of the variables. So we have x variable and the y variable. We need to eliminate one of them. If we multiply equation number 1 by 3 and equation number 2 by 2, so we will have another equation. So 5 times 3 is equals to 15x, 3 times 2 is 6y, and 23 times 3 is 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 2 is 6. Now we're going to multiply on this side. 2 times 2 is 4x, 2 times 3 is 6y, and 18 times 2 is 36. Because both values are negative values, so what we're going to do over here, we're going to do, so this is equation number 3, this is equation number 4. We're going to do equation number 3 take away equation number 4. When we are taking away, we're going to change this sign. So this was plus, we're going to take it negative, and this one is negative. So plus minus 6y and plus 6y cancel out. So 15x minus 4x, we will get over here 9x. 9 take away 6 is 3, and 6 take away 3 is also 3. 15 take away 4 is actually 11x, yeah? So we're going to divide both sides by 11. So x is equals to 3. So we got the value x equals to 3. Now we need to find out the other variable, which is y variable. We're going to use one of the equation. Let's use the first equation. 5x minus 2y is equals to 23, and 5 times 3 minus 2y equals 23. So we're going to use the next part. 5 times 3 gives us 15, minus 2y is equals to 23. Now we're going to move minus 15 on the other side. So 23 minus 15, that will gives us 8 and minus 2y. So divided both sides by minus 2, and we will get from here y is equals to minus 4. So y is equals to minus 4. Now we're going to substitute x is equals to 3 and y is equals to minus 4 in our answer line, and we will get easily 4 marks. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'll see you later on with the next 5 questions. Have a good day. Bye.